So, yeah, I'm still recording. Greetings, lords and ladies. This is Robert, or Avos, here with some more Banner Saga 1. And here we are. Where did that thing come from? So we got a dredge. Shh, stay close. I think it saw us. So we're no longer following Hakon and Ubin's group. Vognir had just been killed, and Ludin was being a prick. Although I think he was trying to keep Vognir from dying, or just keep himself from dying, because the dredge showed up and we had to fight him. Okay, so deployment happens before battle. Cook your units Rook and Alet. Rook is awesome. Alet's pretty cool too. Deploy them within the blue squares. Click ready to start the battle. Alright, Rook, you're going to be closer. What's going to be closer? Rook is going first. Actually, hold on. How far can you move? How far? Tell me how far you can move. Careful, don't get too close. Right. Now, what is your range? 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to move 4 spaces in front of Alet. If I can, I can. Cost me stinking thing. Range of units attack. Archers like Rook and Alet have a much longer range than melee units. Yes. This is gonna hurt. Ow. Kerblam. Alright, do you have Thread the Needle? That does damage to Rook as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't want that. Rook, how much health do you have? Rook, how much health do you have? 10 strength. 6. Why is that not up? Always. Always needs to be up. So we drop it down to 6. Then we can only deal 1 damage. Well, or that happens. Well, isn't that lovely? I feel like I want to knock this onto that some more so Alet can just like slap him around. Shoot him. She doesn't really slap him. Whoa, wait. Why are you getting a boost? Hold on. Bonus strength damage when stationary. Ooh. So this is kind of perfect. Just snipe him again. Ouch. Yeah, use strength or shield. Yeah. Yeah, you take that. You give us our deer back. Onto that Baron square. Our renowned rose. All 3 of it. A whole whopping 3. Was that a dredge? Let looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked, your cart and the yaks bolted. It spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. Oh. Hurry, we can gather them before more dredge appear. Do you think you can handle more of them? So here's the thing. If we forget the supplies and go back to Skogr, which is their town, Rook is the father of Alet. If we go back to Skogr, we don't get supplies. If we hurry and gather before more dredge appear, I think we have to fight like 1 or 2 more dredge. But if we do you think you can handle more of them? We get like overwhelmed. See if we can. Let's see if we can get a couple of them. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No, we have to try. Be quick. I'm not sure, but we gotta be quick. We gotta, like, you shoot them, I'll ask them questions. Alette calms the ox while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Oh, so we didn't have to fight at all. That's nice. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When suppliers are gone, people will start to die of starvation, which that's not good. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. And also you use supplies not only as food, but also to buy stuff, which sucks. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell as well as a few items. So 18 days of supplies, and it's just Rook and Alette. Morale declined. What? Declined? You're declined. Dang it. You're Skogr. What? Narrator no lore on Skogr? Skogr is a wonderful village full of wonderful people. Actually, some of the people are pretty good.
I never expected to see the Dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north?
This is Rook talking.
Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Iver.
See, there's some dredge. Looks like we've got a slinger and a... I think a warrior? I don't remember what they're called. These guys can summon people, I think, which is annoying as crap. You gotta take them out fast. Oh my gosh, there's more of them. Even more! It's wonderful. Village is gonna be attacked, looks like. Oh, hold on, I'll take a drink. My hand's getting all sweaty. I'm gonna drop my glass. Iver! The enormous varl in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge, everywhere. Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it! There'll be more... Wow. They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running toward the Great Hall. Iver turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egil, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. Go with Egil, Alette. Alette looks like she might protest, but scowls and runs off to safety. Gods, Rook. Don't start telling them I know what I'm doing. I know it's a stretch, but they bought it. What's the plan? Just hold off any dredge we see until everyone's inside. Then we figure it out. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Egil is... He's not a bad character. He's not a bad character. He is problematic to keep alive, though. Not in combat, but in story. Like, there's literally an achievement for keeping him alive through the whole game. Am I going here? I guess so. Sure enough, dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up, you ask? Iver shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Yeah, I'd say. Iver is awesome. I love Iver. I already know this. Iver is the best. So let's look at his ability. Battering ram. Smashes into an enemy or ally, knocking them back up to 4 tiles. Pushes them through anyone in the way. Battering ram does armor break damage and adds 1 more break damage to the target for each unit they pass through. Knockback can deal 1 damage, break damage. Turn the favor. Yeah. Rook has marked. Okay, he marks. I remember this. He does a break attack and all allies that are within range. So good for archers. You know, they all shoot. Everything around the guy, you know, takes a swing. So it's really nice. Really nice. Light step character. So superior dexterity to move around bodies, allowing him to pass through, but not stomp on any allies. Oh, I have to walk around otherwise? Great. Lovingly made by a hunter's wife to keep her daughters safe from harm. Okay, so that's for Alette. Which I think it's going to be game breaking to put this on Rook, but or story breaking. By golly, we're going to do it. What is... Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm ready for battle. I'm pumped. Let's get it started. Let's fight some Dredge. Some dredgy Dredge. Alrighty. So we're gonna go first. Let's activate our banner. Alright. Splinter. Kindle, shield sun, because... Okay, yeah. I remember that ability. Alright, so let's try to take these guys out one at a time. Iver is going second. So if we can put Iver kind of up front and put Rook kind of to the side, might work. If we shoot him down, the one with the shield looks like it'll be trouble. Let me handle him. You can have at it. I'm gonna break this guy down, that way he can't get off any strength damage right away. Actually, no, Iver can't kill him. That would have been cool though. Yes, armor break. It's gonna be a pain. 4, 5. That's where we would need to be. If we shoot him, I want to drop his armor down as much as we can, because otherwise it's just going to be a pain in the butt. Like that guy is. Alright, let's kill you. Not kill you, but bring you down a couple notches. This is already starting off to be pretty bad. It should be fine as long as we lower this guy's armor. Oh, it's bad. What was your ability again? Carry back through multiple tiles during armor break damage. That sounds good. See ya! That should give us some opportunity to survive a little bit. Stay away. Okay, good. Kill that. Perfect. I don't know why Iver attacks like that. It's really awkward. So, if we shoot him, we deal 3 damage. Let's see, we would go, then Iver would go. I really want to take you down, actually. Because if you can't do damage to us, then that works out just fine. I'm fine with that. Iver, break this guy's shield. Probably should have pushed him back. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. because I wanted to shoot him. That's what I wanted to do. So we'll pull back and shoot this guy. That way he can stop doing damage to Iver. You. Alright, you're gonna get a nasty end of a sword. Let's see. If I come over here. Yeah. I don't got any willpower. Give me that willpower. Give me that willpower. Put him up. See? There we go. Teamwork. Teamwork. That's all you need. It's teamwork. See, this guy, he's nothing. He ain't nothing. He's gone. See this guy? This guy's nothing too. We just shoot him. Nothing. Oh, I should have. Fire rain. Could have done something cool. Rook. Level up. Iver is leveled up. That's perfect. Perfect. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of combat if it leaves you frustrated or you find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Use the options menu to change difficulty. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty at any time. Normal is probably the best for me. There are times when it's challenging. There are times when, you know, you go, well, I'm a god, but, you know, it's pretty good. Black Horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Iver, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. Got it. You're lucky to escape the notice of more Dredge on the way back. You can see them rummaging through homes, tearing the buildings apart. If you're going to look for more survivors, you make a note to do it quickly. What's up, Iver? Let's have a chat while we're searching for Dredge. You find anyone? A few sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Ooh, Iver's got some secrets. Maybe. He might have secrets. So, there's the heroes. Because we've got renown. We can level up. Level up. Yeah, level up is nice. Promote. Continue. Yes. Yes. Alright, so shield break is good. I think I want Rook as my shield breaker. Armor breaker, whatever you want to call it. Level up. Rank 2. How do I get that up? Maybe it's my hunter rank? I don't know. See, there's even Rook, you know, stuff for Rook. Like, lore stuff. Like, he's friends with the town's resident Varl Iver. Family survived the long, hard winters of the north. Since childhood, he's been a close friend. Yeah, sounds quickly landed him in position of Huntmaster of Skogr. Rook wrestles with wanting to teach his daughter Alette to become a self-sufficient woman while also keeping her safe from harm, something he was unable to do for his wife, Aldous, years ago. Yes. Do I want to up that all the way? No, I don't. I do want to upgrade that, which means we could break armor faster, which sounds like an awesome idea. Okay, so your shield breaks good. I want you buffed, man. I want you so buffed that you can't get buffed any buffer than you're buffed. That sounded dumb. That sounded really dumb. Alright. Okay, let's check the market. Oh, stop loading. So, for... It's not for Obsidian Bell. Do we buy with Renown, or... One Renown gets 3. Okay, I didn't know that. Small stone with curious carving conjures images of furious lightning storms. It's to will the rest. Some armor per rest. Armor per rest. Mr. Iron plus 1 strength. But we can't get that, so... I could have sworn that, okay, I guess supplies is not money. Renown is our experience and our money. I want to get both of these, to be honest. Crit chance. I've never seen crit chance do anything, I don't think. Like, maybe you have to have an item for that. It's probably what it is. So, Iver, you can have... What does this do? The aggro. The aggro. Thank you. And then Rook. You can stop using Alette's bracelet that her mother gave her. You horrible... father. He's not horrible. He's actually really good. He's a pretty good father. Very protective of his daughter. Willing to shoot people, probably. Let's go to the Great Hall. Rook, thank the gods you made it. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses? The chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I made some decisions, but tell me straight. What would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They were already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Rook? I trust Iver on this. Iver knows what he's talking about. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagined us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Iver's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If Dredge are coming down from the north, Frostveller to the west. It's close and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skogr in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostveller. That sounds like suicide. However, let's do that as the chieftain says. Nah, Iver's right. I'll help him with the distraction. Sounds like something Rook would do. What if we set the town on fire as we left? Do we abandon the storehouse? That's a dangerous question. I like it. If we have to, we'd be leaving behind everything but the supplies you brought, Rook. On the other hand, Frostfeller is at least a week away. I'm not sure we've got that much food. We'll be cutting it close. If we're saddled with heavy carts, it'll be almost impossible to outpace the Dredge. And if we run out of food before we get to Frostfeller, it won't matter how many escape. I still say let me handle the Dredge. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck real bad. Oh, but Iver knows what he's talking about. In all the years, I've always trusted Iver, since we're playing as Rook. But has Iver ever let us down? Not that we know of. So, let's follow him. Chieftain thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan. Iver? Nope. Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine. I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Iver. We'll leave when you're clear. What was her name? Oddleaf? Oddleaf? She's not a bad archer. I don't think I'm as good with her as I am with Alette. I like to keep her, though, because archers are nice and very hard to come by. I want Gil with us, says Iver. If something happens to us, I need him to tell the chieftain. Iver goes off to find him. Alette finds you. I know what you're doing, and you have to let me come, she says. Don't leave me. Please. I'll be good. Please! Please let me kill Dredge with you, Dad. I'll be good. I won't shoot our teammates. I won't make friends with our enemies. Because that's not what you do. Do we be open? Because Iver wants her to flourish into an independent woman. Not Iver. Wow, what am I talking? Ow, I am cut. Not cut, scratched. Not scratched. Never mind. Rook wants Alette to become a strong and independent woman, but he's also very protective. It's just a question of what I want to do. Not this time. It's too dangerous. We're gonna go protective all the way. Don't leave me alone, she says, tears in her eyes. It's difficult, but you drag yourself to the door of the Great Hall, resolute that you're making the best decision for her. You step into the town courtyard, where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Ow. Iver starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourself for a tough fight. Oh, and it's probably gonna suck. And I've got hiccups. We've got... oh, Gil. He called him Gil. That's a weird name. Alright, Gil, how would you like to... Ow. How would you like to not have an item? Because Oddleaf is probably going to get it. Armor, strength, will. Armor, though. Gil, you might need this. Armor, strength, will. Armor, strength, will. Armor, strength, well, you're not supposed to get hit anyways. Wait, we gotta look at their abilities, because I want to know. Character braces for impact with his heavy shield, resisting damage from each strike for the next turn. Each hit with Raid Master takes to either strength or armor. Oh, the Raid Master. Okay, he's Raid Master class. Either strength or armor is reduced, preventing him from taking permanent damage to either. Okay. By standing next to an ally, the character creates a shield while raising the armor of both himself and his ally by 1. Bonus remains until the raider is no longer adjacent to the ally. Okay, so we got to keep him by him and Iver. That's a strategy. Him and Iver, just tight. I mean, it's his best student. Eggel's his best student, so that's probably a smart plan. I don't even know if that's in the way. I don't know if... Can you guys see my... Have you guys been seeing nothing but my mug? I don't like this positioning. I will say that right now. Two reasons. One, I say no. I say no. Two, I say no. I think I did this wrong. Hold on, can I go back? Can I? Dang it. I want my shield people to go first. Or actually, Rook going first isn't bad. 5. Go on next. 5. You'd be able to hit me. Alright, we will... if we stay, we waste time. And we could just be knocking their crap down. Let's go here. We're gonna shoot his defenses into the ground. He's gonna run over there and slap us around though, so that's gonna suck. I think if we have Iver and Eggle over here, kill right here, and Oddleaf here, and Rook just like dancing all over the place as he does. Send you back. Oh, ouch. Stone wall up. He's gonna take more damage. What's Ring of Arrows do? I don't remember. Target a tile and stun me who steps in it with a rain of arrows. Within one turn. Right. Okay. I could stun this tile. Keep him from moving there. Don't hit him. I need him. Wait. If I hit him with that, he would take 2 and possibly 1 and 1. No, it's not worth it. Is it? I don't know what's worth it and what's not. Just play this game. We'll get him next round. If there is a next round. Rook, please don't die. Yeah, he didn't move. So, you're gonna cause problems for me. Let's... I just want to blast him back again, honestly. That's okay, that's fine. Oh gosh, you're gonna kill Rook! Oh god, we're already having to suffer freaking injuries! I'm such an idiot. That's what I am. I'm an idiot. I'm a big, fat idiot. Okay. Well, there's no recovery from this crap. If I weren't so stupid. Oh, that only lasted a turn. That's great. End it. End it. We will ruin your strength. Don't hit Iver. Iver's my friend. 5 will drop him down to 6. 6 is under 7. I hope that's the only injury we suffer. Because if we suffer more, it's not gonna be good. Because injuries are horrible. You get penalties to strength, armor, anything else you might love and cherish in your life. It's horrible. It's just horrible. Horrible. I didn't even need to do that. Why did I do that? Just kill him. Just kill him. Iver, kill him. Rook's already dead. Let's gonna wallow in sorrow. Gosh dang it. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Morale improved. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in thick woods, where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleaf is the first to spot them. There, she points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. Alette rushes to you, throwing her arms around your waist. You smile and hug her tightly with your broken arms. Dad, please don't do that again, she says. Brave girl, this one, adds one of the women from Skogr. Chieftain would have died without her. She points to the back of the caravan. You find Oddleaf beside her husband, who is laid out in a cart. Old fool, she says, got himself a prize for trying to fight back. She shows you his deep gut wound, but he's alive. Nothing for it but to get to Frostfeller. You continue on in silence, Alette's hand in your own. What we got right now? We could camp. I don't want to camp. I want to slave drive these people into death. Actually, that is kind of an option. Like, you just morale low, people start leaving, I think. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. There's space out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. We've got to pull them together, says Iver. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. Rally the caravan with a speech. Slow the pace so everyone can keep up. If we slow the pace, the dredge will catch up. If we rally the people, maybe they'll speed up, maybe not. Keep a steady pace. People in the back will still lag behind. Call an early stop. That's probably worse than keeping a slow pace. So we can rally the caravan, see if that works. Make your way to the rear and hoist a small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. It seemed to have worked a little bit. Not much. Like, our morale, because the morale's judged by the face, he's like, happy, and then instantly, morale declined. Oh, declined as in, wow, never mind. So these are godstones, these are engravings of the gods, I think. I can't remember. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Hridvaldir, I think. That was hard to pronounce. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were Dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. But you're the Dredge killer around here. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's going to be alright? Gods, Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. I'm worried about Alette mostly. Keep her close. You do care, I can tell. Oh, you do care, I can tell. Feh. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Iver. Oh. See, I love Iver. So sarcastic. And realistic. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hreidvaldir looking the same direction as you. Inspect the stone. Always inspect the stones, because they're pretty cool. They've got some nice lore stuff in it. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else, now that the gods are dead. Hreidvaldir was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostfeller. Feels like an end more than a start. Biar. Alright, so we got a rune. I guess it's what the girl made us, maybe? A toast. To an awesome game. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. So, I think the way I'm wanting to do this is the people of Skogr stay close, and it's kind of cruel and mean, but I think I'm going to try to keep the village of Skogr close and not really let anybody in. It's going to be dangerous for us because we're not going to have as many fighters, I don't think. But we want to play it as kind of like a why are you doing out here alone kind of a thing. We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, he looks away, unable to finish. Let's turn them away. It goes against what I want to do. See, I want to help you people, but I don't. I want to be bad. I'm bad to the bone. Shake your head suspicious. We move dangerously slow as is. More people will only make things worse. Perhaps we'll see you again in Frostfeller. Hunters look disappointed but collect their things and step aside. Soon it's clear that they're not following, and you breathe a little easier. Although, wouldn't the road to Frostfeller be the same way? So if they did head there, they'd be following us anyways. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts, many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Raffen Svarter, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Tie him up until he dries out. I mean, he did cause a bad fight, it sounds like. Let's see, his toss. I mean, broken bone. Let's just tie him up until he dries out. Grab a rope from the supplies and make short work of this the sot. A few onlookers throw scraps at him, but most just walk away with a laugh, at least content that some measure has been taken. Yeah, he's not going to be happy though. Like, see, yes, we tied him up, and everybody was like, okay, good, something happened, because he did something bad. But on the same side, now that guy might cause more problems. Because he's like, holds animosity towards us because we tied him up. And people threw crap at him. Caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostfeller, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. I want to tell them the news, but I don't want to take them long. I wonder if I can do that. Water, water, water. I haven't been drinking much Dr. Pepper lately. Mainly because I'm cheap. I do like it, though. I miss it. How's the arm, Eggle? You find Eggle just outside the camp, practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh, yeah, I'm great. Or not great, considering everything that's... I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now, but if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before, about making sure nothing happens to Alette. Oh, really now? Detective of Alette, huh? I might be a jealous father. Break some bones. I've never seen a shield like that. No, you're protective of Alette, huh? Gotta do it. Well, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Don't worry. She can take care of herself, too. I know, I didn't mean... Easy, Gil. I know what you meant. Alright, so... Now the cool part. This is what's cool about Eggle. Never seen a shield like that before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal. Really heavy. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. I used to spend a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. He raises it up to show you. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then when my mother died, she gave it to me before she died. Ivor seems to think you're pretty good. Did he say that? That's good. I'm trying. Never had to fight anything like Dredge before, but I don't have much else to do, and how many people get to train with Avara? Just seems like I could be a help to someone. That's what I want to be. Think about what to say. Heading back to camp. Stay strong. Stay strong. I will. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay. I can tell. Maybe. God, I hope he doesn't die. That's my only fear, honestly. Like, everybody else takes injuries. Eggle might die. Like, die. I don't want that. Could rest. If we rest, that'll raise morale. We only have 3 days of supplies. The problem with renown also being how we level up. I don't think anybody has to level up. No. Archers aren't going to level up that far because I normally use them for shield breaking because they're distance and they don't have to get close. We only have, let's say 40 renown. We have 1 supply. This 1 armor plus 2 will. Let's... That's all the supplies they have. So we buy all their supplies. Buy this silver locket. Leave. Oh, do I want to rest? I want to look at the map. That's what I want to look at. Because if we're not far from Frostfeller, we could just rest, and then spend our remaining food. Are you loading the map, or are you just... Okay, thank you. Frostfeller's here. Oh, we're halfway. Said it would take about, what, a week? So if we're halfway, that's about 4 days. Giving the most days because better to kind of look on the at how much you will probably need. So about 4 days, maybe 5, until we get to Frostfeller. We have enough food for 9. So let's rest 1 day. 1 day. 1 day. Do you have more supplies after we rest? Nope, we screwed. Okay, well, that's it. I guess we're off. We're off to see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostfeller. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True, you can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skogr. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a part of this. But let's be a voice of reason here. There won't be anything to tend once the Dredge arrive. Dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got 2 choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Settle this yourself, don't get involved. Settle this yourselves. You step back as one of the thugs lunges forward and is caught in the ribs by Hogan's axe. The air soon rings with the sound of screams and axe heads against shields. 4 men lie dead on the ground before the others run. You hurt, Mogan? No, we should have done that years ago. Nah, can't go killing for no good reason. This was a good reason. Okay. Yeah, good. Brothers head back into the village, and soon many of the villagers have joined your... I didn't want you in my caravan! Hogan introduces you to his young son and wife, all grins, unconcerned about the fact that you never agreed to let them come. You don't bother arguing. Before long, you set out again. We did get more fighters, got more clansmen too. Supplies. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. What do you want, Oddleaf? Can't you see we're marching? I guess not now. Alette, I have something for you. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. This is also another cool feature. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogr. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleaf has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can I read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogr throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. Like a freaking long banner with every family in it. Oh, think about the cities. Like, it's a lot of people. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why didn't you stop those men from killing each other? In the village. I mean, if it's okay to ask. It wasn't my decision to make. Deciding what happens to other people. I'm glad I'm not you. I wouldn't know what to do. It's not exactly my calling either. Yeah, I know. Dad, I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogr is your burden now. I may have forgot to mention that this is a dark, it's fairly dark. It's a fairly dark game. I mean, it is about the end of the world, pretty much. Alright, Oddleaf, let's see what you want. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Oh, but I realized after I handed you the banner, I probably gave the wrong impression. My husband's still in and out of in and out of consciousness. It doesn't look good. It's harder than I thought it would be, just not knowing. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? Never cared for that expression. Means you're going to be okay. Never cared for that expression. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Your family, you should carry it. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they'd follow you. You're pretty good. You're a strong woman, Oddleaf. They'd follow you. You're a strong woman. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. Yeah, let's do that one. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Morale improved. Woohoo! Morale is so great. I like morale. 5 renown. Did we have any fights? I can't remember. Or are we still at the same camp? Okay. Okay, so we've got Mogan and Hogan, who I didn't want. They're not bad, actually. Bloody Flail. Bloody Flail. I think they're the same. Yeah. Strikes multiple times, randomly hitting his opponent for 1 strength or 1 armor damage. On the last hit, Bloody Flail does damage equal to 1 + 1 for each ally standing adjacent to him. This last hit will randomly damage strength or armor. I can't remember which one I wanted. So, max of 12, 11, 13, 3, 2. 12, 11, 13, 3, 2. So one is stronger, and one has more defense. What is our... We don't have a lot of strength. So let's add Mogan. Let's add Mogan to the team. We can only have so many people, which is a bummer. And all of our stuff is level 2. Okay. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait a little bit. I think it's been enough time that Rook's injuries have healed. Not sure. I am not sure. So we've got training. No merchants. That's nice. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Like, you got mountains in the back. You got detailed forests. Like, holy crap. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stopped to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Send them off with extra supplies. Cause they're part of the fam. The fam, I don't like that. Part of the family. Like, please, good luck. If that's all you're taking, you may never make it. You say, grabbing a few items from a supply wagon, you strap the additional provisions to their backs. Search for family instead of food, you say with a smile. The men clasp wrists with you before departing. And now we're gonna starve because it took all of our food. Oh, I'm so hungry. Complaints of Raffensvarter's excessive drinking have resurfaced. Here we go, Raffensvarter. I'm gonna call you Raff, because Raffensvarter is hard to pronounce. Although the more I say it, the easier it is. This time, the man stumbled over some tent ropes pulling the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Raffensvarter's leg before leading him to you. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Raffensvarter groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Raffensvarter manages to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. Well, see, we punished him earlier. Now I gave him a warning, kind of, or say he's gonna drink nothing but water. If we find him drunk again, we're gonna beat him. We're gonna beat him. Use him as dredge fodder or something. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Raffensvarter, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Raffensvarter. I don't want them to deliver justice, because then that might ensue chaos in the clan. Banishing him from the caravan's a little bit killy. We're ready ourselves just in case. There'll be time for that later, you tell them, and for now we take no chances. Full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Raffensvarder bursts into laughter, and you're sure there never were any Dredge. Not long after, Raffensvarder goes missing. Nobody searches for him, or seems to mind. Probably should have beat him, then he'd be alive. Probably be a character to use in a fight or
Once
something.
a strong, thriving city,
Interesting
the
character
walls of
doesn't-
Frostweather now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Look at those walls. They expect those to hold out against Dredge. And look, there's people camping here. We're not the only ones, it looks like. You jostle through follow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostweller for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Audley finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotsbalker, Greyhorn, people from Beatra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostweller has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. Where else could we go? With our whole caravan? South, but Sigrholm or Boersgard are so far away, they may as well be horseborn lands. The Dredge are moving south. If we keep going west, we might get out of their path. Wormtoe is half as far as Sigrholm and full of Varl. And across the wastes, these people won't make it. I don't like any of these ideas. That's because they're all bad. There's no point talking about leaving. We have to get in there. Alright, we're getting in there as well somehow. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. I could see him doing that, just like pull Aragorn from Lord of the Rings when he comes back from the dead. Alright, so market, you could probably gonna need to buy some more food. One renown gets 3. I like to get food, as much food as we can. Knock back on strength. Knock back on strength greater than 4. Oh. 5. Never deflected. 10% crit chance. That sounds nice. The crit chance sounds nice. 8. And that sounds good. I mean, moving isn't that big of a thing, but still, I mean, it's useful. Can be, possibly. Or it could completely screw up my entire plan so that, like, yeah, I'm gonna plan these guys, my archer's gonna stand here and then just like knock my enemy into my archer. That's something I'd do. You approach the gate where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors, several pin-cushioned bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belong there. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Iver, did you really expect to push these gates open? Let's find out some more about what's going on. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too. Adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Ego pulls you aside. I was following the outside of these walls, he says. There's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but if a handful of us get in, we might open the gates from the inside. Shout at the guards. Let's try to reason our way in first, before we, like, sneak in and start slaughtering people. We're from Skogr. Open the gates, you shout to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. Archers up on the walls make it clear that nobody will getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason. Not flinging stones and curses. Okay. What? Iver, did you really expect to push these gates open? You silly Varro. I'm willing to try, grunts Iver, despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, and you kill them, he says, you're not sure this is the most sound plan. Let's do it. I'm not very smart. Iver slings a shield over his back. He steps up to the gates alone. Archers above watch, more curious than anything else. Iver plants his feet and puts his shoulder against the massive door. Aside from a long wooden creak, nothing has happened. Then, unbelievably, the doors start trembling. The archers shout, more to those inside the walls than out. The creaking becomes louder than a crack. Then the doors part, slightly. Help him, you shout to the rest of the caravan. When you look back again, you see that nearly everyone is thrown in to push. The gate finally succumbs under your combined effort, and you find yourself face to face with dumbfounded guards. You bark at the mob to attack. Well, I didn't want to kill people. I just wanted food. I'm a poor, starving father with a family to feed and village to manage, because apparently I'm pretty much the mayor now. There's the dead people. There's the dead people that pushed open the gates then ran away, I guess. I guess those are our people. So we got what, 3 people? Oh, no, 4 people. Okay. Shield wall, stone wall. Okay, so Eggle, flail, puncture. On archer. Okay, so 3 shield walls. Archer. Alright, let's... There's gonna be more of a problem over this way. Like, we could... Freaking Mogre and... Eggle could probably handle that. I want everyone else over here. I think. We'll see how this goes. Dang it, I keep forgetting to change that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where can you move? Right in there. That's stupid. I'm gonna shoot you in the face with arrow, because I can. Actually, I just want to destroy your armor. Where's all the music? Did it? There it is. Apparently I turned my volume down. Whoops. I'm gonna send Iver up. Can't do anything. Everything's too far away. What just happened? Did he shield up? That's what it seems like. Alright, Eggle. Well, you're gonna... Oh yeah, he did shield up. Okay. You may as well shield up. Like, what? But why not? Ouch, 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 ouch. So your range is what? 4, 5, same as his. Thank you for that. render thing. My render's done, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need you to move there. I need you to shoot there. Just shoot his shield down, I guess. Oh, you just wait till Iver gets up there, sweetheart. You're gonna get a whole world of pain and aching. Oh, I want to thread that needle so bad. Rook would get hurt. And that's not good. So we'll just shoot people normally. I didn't want to do this. Oh, crap! Wait. Whoa. I forget. There's an achievement or something, like, to not have, I'll let fight people. I can't remember if it's fight or kill. Oh, I'm a horrible father. He took none of that. And he ran to the other side of the field. Well, I don't know what to say. I want you to stop that. I want you to mark this guy. No, I want you to mark someone. Hold on, where can you move? Move over here. Everybody shoot that. No. So, I'm gonna mark this guy. I get one archer. Oh my goodness. Dadgummit, Rook, what the heck is your problem? Do you not know how to live? Do you have a life problem? I should have kept everyone close. I'm gonna freaking lose because I'm an idiot. Dang it. Gotta drop his damage because I knew he was gonna run right. He deal 3? Whoa. How? Her armor is 8. Oh, that. Gotcha. Well, that's a jerk move. We'll move here. Just have to hit his shield. Gosh, that sucks. Just thread the needle in. It's not. It's about 1, 2. I can't see. One, 2, 4, 5. That's too far. Great. That's terrific. Go sit behind Iver and cry. Because I mean, let's break your shield some. It's so stinking high. I was gonna lose some armor. Yep. Mogre's like way over there. I don't think he can attack. Nope. Oh, you're done. Oh god, they're gonna kill Iver. No, not Iver. Iver, you're my friend. Well, that was a smart move on my part. I didn't even mean to do it. Hit you a little bit, sweetheart. Now what are you gonna do? Begging your pardon, madam. But how did you deal that much damage? Wait, I'm gonna show you some. Whose turn is it? Your turn? Oh. You're gonna get some stationary. You're supposed to take stationary damage. Don't kill Iver. You guys are buttholes. I can't even heal Iver for it. I'd never really been able to use this ability. Get shot. What? Didn't shoot this person? Was I supposed to select that person? Oh god, everything's going wrong. Iver's dead. Rook is dead. We've got Rook's daughter murdering people in the streets. Eggel's killing people mercilessly. Slaughtering people. Oh god, it's all going wrong. Nightmare has begun. Alright. No. I don't want her to kill someone, but she's gonna do it. Those lying dead at my feet will regret. Well, they're lying dead, so they can't really regret anything. Because they're dead. Yeah, he's been injured again. And he's been injured. This is going to be a common thing with me. Me and injuries are best friends. Guards who aren't lying at your feet, run. A crowd of men and women scurry into the city while they have the chance, but it's only moments before a man wearing all black approaches with many more axemen at his back. Great. We've angered people. Go figure. I wanted to sneak into this city. Look at him. He's crazy. Sorry, my throat is getting sore. I'm getting sore. Alright, so Eckel, look at that face. Looks like he's gonna, look, his eye is twitching. Looks like a madman. Okay, whatever. And, yeah, it's probably fine. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here? Dead. All those women and children with you? Dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together. Skull. What are you talking about? Man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters and a barrel outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Eckel. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Iver and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got a Varl who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back you fight for me, and to take back Frostfeller. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is to get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. We'll fend for ourselves inside Frostfeller. You can feel Echo sizing you up on the spot, his hand hovering near his axe. He snorts through his nose, changing his mind. Good luck then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. With the gates closed, Echo and his men disappear down dark alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Iver. Alright, so I'm going to cut that here. I will continue with this later. I am dying. It's like 12. I've been recording for 3 hours straight. We're going back to Ubin and the gang. I don't know where it will save. So hold on, if I load 13. Wait. 23, 42. I can always go back. I'm just gonna end it here. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. Like I said, this is a phenomenal game. I couldn't tell, I like it, and I'm having fun with it, which I hear that's a good thing. Yeah, whatever. I'm also out of water, so probably a good sign I should probably stop. Yeah. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I have, and have a good day. Drink some water, stay hydrated. It's hot out there. It's like, it's summer. Summer sucks. Winter's where it's at. In Frostfeller, where it's freezing cold. And I'm just gonna leave now. Bye. Just no, wait. You can't leave yet. You gotta click on one of these. Come on. Just one of them. You just gotta click on one. You know you want to. You know you want to.